This is James. James buys and sells stocks and shares every so often. James likes to dabble in the markets, but he's an amateur investor. Mostly, he makes up his mind which shares to buy and sell based on what he reads in the newspapers or on the internet, but he doesn't have enough time to do as much research as he would like. Sometimes he gets a share tip from a friend at work or his partner on the golf course. Some of these tips are good, but many of them are, well, let's just say, not so good. On balance, he has lost money over the years on all the share tips he has gotten. He regrets not investing more money on the good tips and less money on the bad tips, but he only learned with hindsight which were the good tips. James is always interested in hearing about a good share tip, but he has no way of knowing if the person giving him the tip usually gives good tips or not. Another place James could get some share tips would be from the many share tipping services on the internet. There are hundreds of companies online offering share tips, for which they typically charge a monthly fee. However, James still has the problem of not knowing which of these share tipping services consistently give good tips. Well, what if there was a specialty website that James could visit that would inform him which of the many tipping services have consistently give good share tips over a long period of time? Well, now there is. At ratemytips.com, James can see at a glance which tipping service providers have consistently given the best tips, having been rated by their own subscribers. Now, for the first time, James can base his investment decisions on tipping service providers with a successful track record. James can also read reviews of tipping service providers, and best of all, James can decide to receive a selection of sample tips from any tipping service provider of his choice, so he can monitor how good the tips are before making a decision to pay for the tips. Besides share tips, James can also receive tips on Forex, stock indices, and commodities. James is joining ratemytips.com in order to give himself a better chance of beating the market and to give him an edge over other private investors. Don't let James get an edge over you. Join ratemytips.com today.